at the very end, and it'll like basically whenever they're ready to like grab the cap, it'll be the same orientation every single time, and they'll be able to pick it up and put it in there. Pretty much cutting that time. Like the bottleneck of the process is when they're picking up the punch cap press, and so that's what we're trying to kind of lower in time.
Wow.
So yeah.
It's impressive. Impressive.
Any questions?
I saw some coding there. What can you tell me more about the coding part?
Do you want to talk about it? The code runs to this Arduino, which runs to this, which acts as like the actuator for a stepper motor. So it turns on and off the electromagnet, which causes the vibration itself. So the code is changing the frequency it's adjusting the frequency to what we need. So if we have the frequency too high, it won't do what is needed. If it's too low, it just won't do anything. We ran into an issue where they would just jump up and down because it was too
The
high.
frequency wasn't.
Yeah.
But the coding itself is the fine tuning of the program.
Pretty much collects that. Yeah.
Process itself.
Wow, that is impressive. I like it. Have they They took a test drive at it? Yeah.
So we were actually able to test it without the plate, this one on top. But the thing is, we ended up getting a steel, stainless steel like plate, and it wasn't magnetic. So we ended up getting one that was magnetic, but it was too big. And just based on what we have there, if we put it in there, it would have just flown out. But we were able to like connect everything to one of the boards, and we were actually able to feel that vibration, so we knew that it would work. It was put in there and it was properly placed with what we needed. Unfortunately, we didn't, but she works. She kicks.
There you go. I mean, it's a work in
it's a work in progress.
Yeah,
It works. We just ran into a supply chain issue.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah. And I mean, essentially, we have a small 3D model of it. We want to go ahead and make like all the tests that we need and see if it works. Because what we want is to have something like that.
Yes.
One big
Continuous
machine that feeds all four of the other machines. You know what I mean? So this one obviously helps with one. I mean, you see the caps. They have thousands of caps in those little cups. But if you could just put one of these in the middle and then feed it to all of them, I think that would help their process a lot more. Especially since they're blind, you're changing something that they're familiar with, and you don't want to make it such a difficult process.
Right.
Having something like that is like you don't put anything around them. They're not touching anything else. They are just reaching for it and placing it where they need to be.
Everything's uniform. Everything's a continuous movement. It just makes it easier. No.